Welcome to this week's Small Business Saturday. This is the one that you're going to watch and watch the whole thing because we're going to explain to you how to build a relationship with your customers and employees and what you can get out of content to use when you're talking to them to sell other people, but also get people engaged with your brand based on what we just went through and our experience. So Casey Quinn runs the Lion Den. BJ's one of our leaders in our organization. He's been with us for almost 10 years now. Guys, we just came back from a great journey. So who wants to kick it off first and talk about how we went to get Bojangles and how it went?
I'll kick it off. So our original intentions with the new year was to get the Lions Den out more, take the show on the road. Lance has this lovely Mercedes-Benz Sprinter van, which is in essence a house on wheels. It's got like the bed in it. It's got a shower. It's got an oven in it. This thing is battle ready. So the weather looked like it was going to hold up. So we decided that we were going to head south. We were going to make a couple stops to see our clients. Our first stop was going to be in DC to see some home services clients. Then we were going to go down to Greensboro, stop with another client, take them out to dinner, shoot a den with them as well. And then we were going to stay over in that city, wake up, head down to the third client down in Charlotte, and then do some work down there, and then head back home to beat the storm. Well, that plan was great in theory, but in execution, not so much. So began.
BJ decided he wanted Bojangles from our last trip. If you don't know what Bojangles is, here you go. So then BJ, decided we got to fill up the gas tank, right, Casey?
Yep.
And the key word is gas tank. It's diesel, BJ.
No.
Tell us how we're sitting in the Bojangles line waiting for our chicken, and we have to get out for the lion to break down.
Okay, I'll be more than happy to tell my version of the story. So we stopped for gas, think multitasking. Some people were on phones pumping gas. Other people were in the car waiting, trying to figure out what we're going to eat. I found out that we were going to eat at Bojangles. You do the math where I was sitting. We end up at Bojangles, 5 minutes around the corner. We're sitting in the line, and our so elegantly put dilemma was that the Sprinter was going putt, 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 putt. And I promise you, it putt one too many times aggressively that I was like, Lance, we need to get out of this line now. And we did. Something was wrong, right? We took it around just a sharp turn to get it in the gas station, and it went putt, 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 dead. We jumped out. A couple gentlemen, Southern Hospitality looked like we needed help, and they jumped in to help us push it. And here we are figuring out that somehow regular gasoline got in a diesel Sprinter.
So we left Magnolia. We had the den there. They talked about their business growing, how we helped them. You'll see that den. It's an incredible one. Great content, isn't that? Now we're stuck in South Hill, Virginia. And I'm going to tell you right now, the nicest people you'll ever meet. But if you were ever in a horror movie and you watched a horror movie, and like when you see them turn off a bend and they're in the middle of nowhere and like it's Chucky from Children of the Corn or whatever that stuff is, and people are being killed. This is South Hill, Virginia. There's nothing there. I mean, there's a Bojangles. What was that place we eat breakfast? Cracker Barrel, whatever it's called.
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, Cracker Barrel and 2 gas stations. It's insane. But so now we're stuck there. They had a storm where every hotel they had was sold out. They're 4 days without power. This is where relationships matter. There's no Ubers in this town ever. Applebee's is the happening spot for Friday and Saturday nights, which we discovered. Jessica, great bartender there. AutoZone, have a funny feeling you're the number one customer of that bar, but that's okay. AutoZone, you're a good guy. So now we're here, no hotels, no way out. Enterprise had no power. It's 2 miles away. The next closest place to get a car, 45 miles each way. We're stuck. I literally called Johnny from Sterling Limo and said, Johnny, we're stuck here. We're playing Casey. Were we planning on staying there for 2-3 days? We thought we were bunkered in this town.
I mean, it seemed pretty likely, seeing as though the 8 tow truck companies that tried to get the Sprinter could not get the Sprinter. It was too big. And all of the rental cars were currently being occupied by the people who haven't had power and were trying to stay warm. People were sleeping in the cars. That's why we couldn't get a car.
So Johnny from Sterling Limo, I call him, he answers on the first ring. He's like, what's up, Lance? I'm like, listen, I tell him the situation. We have a car there, 2 hours later? He sent someone from an hour and a half away to come grab us. Thank God. Relationships matter. Johnny's been a client of mine for 10 years now. Great guy, great to us. We're great to him. Relationships matter. Now, like Casey just said, we got 8 tow trucks that came out to get this lion. Not one could do it. I call Rob's, who's been my client for years now, from Rob's Towing here in PA. Rob picks up right away. Yeah, Lance, what's going on? Tell him the story. Tractor trailer picking up my truck inside of 7-8 hours, guys?
Yep. Making the drive all the way down south from up north.
No questions asked. Either.
No questions
Literally
asked.
said, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Someone's on their way.
I mean, that is why relationships, your customers are going to be your biggest, loudest advocates for you and your biggest mouthpiece for you to bring new clients on. And think about that. You know, if you treat your customers right and you have a relationship with them, Casey, BJ, what was our whole ride down talking about what matters most when it comes to business?
It's who you know and how you know them. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
It's actually caring, not pretending to.
And relationships matter. So we started talking about how ex-employees leave companies, they leave on the bad note, or, you know, the way you bring a client on is you want to make sure you leave a client that. So our takeaway for the Small Business Saturday is simple. I think our journey, Casey, taught you relationships matter more than anything than you could ever think.
Absolutely. Easily.
Because without those relationships, there's no doubt in my mind that we were going to be stuck. And actually, Michael from Dilling said, we'll come get you. I mean, he was willing to come get us. I mean, he was willing to drive 8.5 hours to come get us. And that's where it matters that you get along with your clients, you treat them well, you do the right thing, and you actually care. When they see that, your business is going to grow. Unfortunately, for One SEO, we keep growing year after year because we care and we keep making the product better and when we build our relationships. On this Small Business Saturday, the biggest thing I'll tell you is take care of your clients. There is no better asset that you have. And I was glad that BJ and Casey got to come to Podunk, wherever we were. You know, I felt like we were going to see Al Bundy walk out with Polk High School jersey. You know, we were in the middle of nowhere here. But you guys got to experience something so eye-opening, I think, for you, Casey. BJ, you've been around a long time. You understand that there's nothing more important than your clients. I mean, Absolutely. Do you guys want to add anything to our journey and what you saw and what you'd say to small business people?
Yeah, as much effort as, you know, you try to get a tow truck, to get a rental and stuff like that, other people calling on our behalf, trying to orchestrate this thing and then just failing over and over and over again. It was the relationships that pulled through. And, you know, there was no, oh, let me find out if I can help you. Let me see if I have something available. It was, I will take care of it. So, you know, true to the testament, you have to take care of your clients, keep the relationships, whether you're their active clients or not, but make sure that, you know, if you part ways, there's no bridges burned.
Yeah, and I would just say to piggyback off that, BJ, is you definitely don't have to take a cross-country trip to go see all of your clients because you never know when you're going to get stuck in South Hill, Virginia during a storm with no power, nowhere to stay, no way of getting out. But just give them a call, shoot them an email, shoot them a text, check in on their Facebook, whatever it might be. Just reach out, let them know you're doing all right. You want to see how they're doing, make sure they're doing just as good, if not better.
Stay connected. You have so many ways to stay connected. Make sure you stay connected. That's my final thought on the Small Business Saturday. It's a different one. It's more about networking or experience. But I can tell you this, you want to stay connected with your clients. And every client's going to be different. But make sure you take care of your clients and stay connected. We'll see you next week on Small Business Saturday.
And Lance, I think people now know what LFG stands for, right?
What's it stand for, Casey?
Looking for gas?
Oh my God, here we go. See you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to follow me at Lance Bachman on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me on Facebook at Lance Bachman Digital. And every Thursday we drop a new podcast. Don't forget to listen to it. We're giving out great content. And remember this is the time to build your business right now. Let's effing go, everybody.